3, 2, 1. Good morning, folks, and welcome to the NGCA Mission Source Skills Session number 4. Today we're going to be talking about cornering in a group and how to do that safely. And the one word that comes to mind for me is predictability. Being predictable, using a constant rate of turn through the turn, being smooth on your bike, nice predictable braking, looking through the turn. The other thing to remember too is when you have different riders of different skill levels, you want to make sure that the experienced riders up the front leading the group. You don't want somebody who's new to the ride not knowing the turns. That can lead to disaster. If you must have riders mixed, you want the skilled rider generally on the inside, and you want that skilled rider aware that the novice riding beside him doesn't know the course. You also want the skilled rider on the inside because he will be able to lead the rate through the turn. If you have a novice on the inside, they don't know the turns, they're apt to take an incorrect line, brake too hard going in, and throw the whole group dynamic off. So we're going to talk about being predictable through the turns, looking through the turn. We've got, thank you, 2 diagrams here that Jim drew up. We spent a lot on the graphics on this. We've got a very large budget. Here we'll see the first turn here, and this represents, of course, an obvious incorrect line, seeing that this is the outside edge of the turn, and the rider's obviously going to go straight on. If you're up in the gaps, he or she would be going off into the trees. When following novices on a descent, you can tell they focus too short to a distance ahead of them. They're not looking forward enough through the turn so they can set their body up on the bike and take the correct, safe, fast line through the turn. They will over brake as well going into the turn. They'll read the turn incorrectly, realize they're going too fast, and drop anchor, which is wrong. This is the correct line through the turn, and there's different lines you can take through any turn. But this is the kind of safe, predictable line following the radius around the turn. Obviously, in a race dynamic or going faster, you're going to be coming in through the outside here, cutting the apex and swinging wide. And why you're doing this is to use as much of the road as possible to reduce the drag on the tires going through the turn. So once again, predictability. Looking ahead through the turn, using the brakes smoothly, and you don't brake if you're really banking aggressively through the turn. You lay off the brakes and then brake later on exiting if need be. Thank you.